Hi, this is Phil Hartman with PH Fabrication, Horton Race Cars. Just wanted to give you guys a weekly shop update. Hope everyone's doing well. So it's been a busy week here at the shop. As you can see from the last video, the bay got filled up with the Cranky Yankee. It's a truck that's a gasser, and we've done a lot of work on this truck over the past few years, and actually just came in for a quick job, basically remounting the rear shocks. The rear shocks on this truck were really angled in, and what he asked is to basically put an adjustable mount on the rear end and then mount the shock straight up and down. So we were able to get that finished up, and the truck is finished and is actually going to leave this afternoon. Just got to get it back on the ground and get the wheels on it, and I know he's excited to get it back. Always thankful for our customers to promote PH Fabrication and Horton Race Cars. Like I said, Cranky Yankee's been a great truck to have our names on it, and always appreciate his support. Now you can see underneath we've got the rear shocks mounted to the rear end and then mounted to the frame. Everything's straight up and down. The only thing you can see is that the shocks are bottomed out right now, which is not a problem. He's actually going to replace the shocks with a set of new shocks, and so he asked if we could just use the old ones for the time being, and then this way he can get the truck loaded and then he'll order a new set of shocks. Now over here on the 32 Ford Roadster, we've got all the aluminum panels in place and everything's bead rolled. Really pretty happy with how this interior turned out. I know the customer's coming down today to check it out, and we're gonna get the seats mounted, and that's why he's coming down to kind of sit in the car and see how he likes the seats. But really happy with the aluminum work. We've got a few things to finish up. Basically the biggest thing is getting the seats mounted, then put a hole in the floor for easy access to the master cylinder. I've got a little work to do on the hood, just getting the lines to line up, and some of the gaps to get a little bit better. So looking forward to getting this car finished up and back to the customer. Over here on the table, you can see we got two fuel tanks, or a fuel tank and a half. This fuel tank came from Tyler Hilton's top fuel car, a front engine dragster, and we're building a new fuel tank. Just changing a few things on the inside, trying to fix a few issues that they're having, and looking forward to getting the tanks finished up and back to them. I know they're excited to get everything put back together, and hopefully probably in the next month or two get down and do some testing. Now over here on the funny car, and you can see, well, here's the other half of the fuel tank, but on the funny car, Jad's been busy getting the seat all in place. This seat, I can't say enough. Jad does just amazing work when it comes to chassis, tin work, and without him I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today. He's shown me a lot of stuff, and we just keep on pushing ourselves to get better and better. But the seat really turned out nice. It's a one-piece aluminum seat. He put a few pockets in the side just to give the driver a little bit more shoulder room. But like I said, it really turned out nice. Hopefully by the end of next week, this car will be on the ground and ready for the customer. Got a wheelie bar to finish up on it and a few miscellaneous things, but other than that, it's pretty close to being done. Now over here, we got the Challenger up on the hoist, super gas car down below. Jeremy was able to finish up the Challenger, or at least get everything that we need to have done for it right now. Earlier this week, he's got the seats mounted, seat belts are mounted, went over the whole car just to make sure everything was safe, check all the welds. We did have to do a little bit of welding just to finish up a few bars that weren't completely welded. As far as we know, the car has been built brand new. I'm not sure who built it, but it's never been ran since it's been built. So just the owner wanted us to make sure everything was good on it. Now he is bringing another car down for us to take the motor out of and then put the motor into this car. So we're gonna have to make new motor plates and modify the frame just a little bit to adapt to that motor or motor plate. Also needs a transmission cross member that we got to put in. So once we get the motor and transmission, we'll get all that handled. Like I said, looking forward to continuing working with this customer and getting this car up and running. The super gas car, basically we're just at a standstill right now. You got to go over a few things with the customer and see what direction he wants to go, and then continue on with that. Like I said, looking forward to working on that a little bit more. Now over here we got another fuel tank. This fuel tank is for Bobby Hilton and Hilton's Hot Rods. Now he does a lot of A model cars, and so you never know where your tanks are going to end up when we build them, but it's always exciting to see his builds and then see our tanks or other aluminum work that we do for him into the build. So if you're not following Hilton's Hot Rods, definitely check him out. He does beautiful work. I can't say enough about his A models and hot rods. Well, that is it for my weekly shop update. Hope you guys all have a great rest of the week. I do want to give a shout out to Bailey Industrial, Cleveland Punch and Die, Edwards Ironworkers, TMS Titanium, Racing Junk, Strong Hand Tools, and I just want to say thank you guys for everything you do for PH Fabrication and Horton Race Cars, and I appreciate your guys' support. Well, that is it for this week's shop update. I'll talk to you all next week.